Looks like I struck gold with wild vegetables today. We collected a whole bunch of them, and I couldn't be happier. Hello everyone, it's Vin again.
Đây,
Wishing all of you a wonderful day.
đây.
Today, I'd like to take you with me as I go out and gather some wild vegetables. This is something many people in the countryside still do, and it's a great way to enjoy nature while finding fresh ingredients for a delicious meal. Let's head out together and see what we can find. Joining me today are my son and my nephew. Since it's summer break, I thought it would be nice to bring them along. Instead of staying indoors all day, they can get outside, enjoy the fresh air, and experience a little bit of countryside life with me. I think these kinds of simple adventures can create wonderful memories for children.
Kéo xuồng vô.
Kids who grow up in the countryside spend a lot of time around rivers, streams, and ponds, so many of them learn how to swim at a very young age. Because of that, I feel quite comfortable bringing them along on trips like this. They are familiar with the outdoors and know how to take care of themselves around the water. Of course, I still keep an eye on them, but it gives me peace of mind knowing that they have grown up with these experiences and are confident in the natural environment around.
Con quay mặt lại, Ngọc quay mặt lại.
I was born into a family with a long tradition of fishing in rivers, so I grew up around the water from a very young age. Because of that, I became quite skilled at swimming and rowing boats. These were important skills for people in my family, and they became a natural part of my childhood. Spending so much time on the river taught me not only how to swim and handle a boat, but also how to understand and respect nature. Even today, those experiences remain some of my most valuable memories and to gather this type of wild vegetable, we have to go to rivers or streams because that is where it naturally grows. It is usually found along the banks or in shallow areas near the water, where the soil stays moist throughout the year. That's why finding this vegetable often requires a bit of walking and exploring along rivers and streams. Although it takes some effort, the fresh taste and natural quality of these wild vegetables make the trip worthwhile. Up here is my parents' corn field. I'd like to invite all of you to take a quick look around with me. This field has been cared for with a lot of hard work and dedication. Growing crops in the countryside is not always easy, as farmers have to deal with changing weather, pests, and many other challenges. Even so, seeing the plants grow healthy and strong makes all the effort worthwhile. Let's take a moment to enjoy the beautiful countryside scenery and see how the corn is growing. This is American sweet corn, a variety that is very popular in Vietnam. It has a naturally sweet flavor, a tender texture, and is enjoyed by people of all ages. There are many ways to prepare it. It can be grilled over charcoal, boiled, stir-fried, or added to a variety of dishes. One of the most popular uses is making corn milk, a sweet and creamy drink that many Vietnamese people enjoy. Because of its great taste and versatility, this type of corn is widely grown and loved throughout the count. The kids are busy trying to find some food for the fish. They always get excited whenever we come out on trips like this. For them, it's a fun little adventure filled with new things to explore and discover. Watching the fish gather around for food brings them so much joy, and seeing their excitement makes the experience even more enjoyable for me. Sometimes, the simplest moments in nature create the happiest memories for children.
Ra chưa? Đi xuống đường ra chưa? Đi qua kia, đi qua kia. Ra đây, qua đây. Bên này kìa. Đây con. Xuống đây. Đây, xuống đây.
The natural scenery in the countryside always brings a sense of peace and relaxation. Away from the noise and rush of city life, you can enjoy the fresh air, listen to the sounds of birds and flowing water, and appreciate the simple beauty of nature. Moments like these remind us that some of the most valuable things in life cannot be bought with money. For me, nature is one of life's greatest treasures, and spending time outdoors always helps me feel refreshed, grateful, and at ease. This is my father. He is already 60 years old, but he still works hard every day to support himself and our family. Seeing him continue to labor at his age makes me both proud and emotional. My parents have sacrificed so much throughout their lives to raise and care for our family, and I love them very much. That is one of the reasons I keep pushing myself to work harder every day. I want to do my best to support my parents and ease some of the burdens they still carry. I may not be able to change everything overnight, but I hope that through hard work, determination, and perseverance, I can give them a more comfortable and peaceful life in the years ahead. This is the wild vegetable I came here to gather today. In my area, it is commonly called rau dan, a type of edible fern. It belongs to the fern family and is a popular wild vegetable in many rural parts of Vietnam. The young shoots usually emerge after periods of rain, when the weather is cool and the soil is moist. People often harvest the tender young fronds because they are fresh, crunchy, and delicious when cooked. Rau dan can be used in a variety of dishes, such as stir-fries, soups, or salads. Since it grows naturally in the wild, many people enjoy collecting it from riversides, streams, and other damp areas as a seasonal treat from nature. Today, I'm going to try to gather as much of this wild vegetable as I can. I hope to bring home enough for my family and my parents so that everyone can enjoy this fresh gift from nature. There's something special about sharing food that you've collected yourself, especially when it's healthy, natural, and gathered with care. The more I can harvest today, the more people in my family will be able to enjoy it. Seeing my parents and loved ones enjoy a simple meal made from fresh wild vegetables brings me a lot of happiness. Sometimes, the simplest foods from nature are the ones that taste the best and create the warmest family moments. Gathering this type of wild vegetable requires a lot of caution. When searching through thick bushes and vegetation, you always have to stay alert because snakes and other animals may be hiding nearby. That's why it's important to watch where you step and carefully check the area before reaching into the plants. Our wild vegetable gathering adventure has finally come to an end. After spending time exploring along the river and collecting fresh rau dan, it's now time to head back home. We managed to gather a good amount, and I'm happy knowing that my family and parents will be able to enjoy this natural and healthy food. Now we're getting back into the boat and rowing our way home. The journey back is always relaxing, with the peaceful river, fresh air, and beautiful countryside scenery all around us. It has been a wonderful day spent in nature with the children, and I'm grateful for these simple moments that bring so much joy and meaning to life. Before ending today's journey, Vin would like to wish all of you and your families good health, happiness,
Vì mà.
and success in everything you do. Thank you for taking the time to join me on this adventure and experience a small part of countryside life in Vietnam. If you ever have the chance to visit Vietnam, I would be honored to invite you to enjoy a meal of these natural wild vegetables with my family. It may be a simple countryside dish, but it comes straight from nature and is shared with sincerity and friendship. Thank you so much for your support, encouragement, and kind words. They mean a lot to me and give me the motivation to keep working hard and sharing my daily life with all of you. Please continue to support me, my friends, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next journey. Take care, stay healthy, and may happiness always be with you and your loved ones.
Rồi, tắt cái không?